Okay, it's working now. Welcome back to Friendly Toxicity. How's it going, guys?
Fantastic.
Good.
Yep.
Dude, what is going on?
We're on fall break.
Great.
Fall break.
Fall break feels good.
It does. Everyone's school going well.
Yeah. I got on my last
Yeah, you know. I was
On my
the
last-
least confident. Yeah.
on my
Yikes.
last two biology tests, the average has been the first one was 73, the first one was 77, second one was 73. And I've gotten 1% higher on both.
Let's
That's
go.
progress.
Improvement.
Yeah.
That's
No, like
huge.
1% higher, like 1% above the average on both.
Than the average?
Oh,
So I
okay.
really no improvement, but
Well,
well
but
then.
still doing, decent.
Yeah,
like
you're
better
doing
than-
good enough.
Yeah.
You're about
I'm
average.
hanging on, you know?
Daniel, I'm sorry.
This is not going to work.
It's not working.
Well,
You know what, dude? It's
just
fine.
keep filling them with it until it works. Anyway, so yeah, we're on fall break, and me and Adam went to the Tennessee Vols and Mississippi State Bulldogs game today, and that was fun.
It was very fun.
Who did you want to win?
The
And
Bull-
who won?
Asa
Asa wanted Mississippi
Mississippi
State to
fan.
win.
Why is this even a question? Did you
No,
not
it's
want
not,
Mississippi
it's
State
not a
to
question.
win?
It's not, no. I knew the answer to the question. I just he made me say it. I didn't want to say it.
You were wearing
So,
Mississippi State
Aces?
stuff.
No,
State
no. He was making me say, "Who'd you want to win?" And tell me who won.
Oh,
You sound
okay.
like
I was
that.
like, dude, I told you yesterday I don't care if you like it's a football
I
game.
I clearly wore Mississippi State stuff. I was clearly
Yeah.
cheering for Mississippi State.
Basically, Mississippi State lost to one of the worst teams in football right now, Tennessee Vols. I'm a
because
Vols
of
fan,
Money
so
Mauer, dude. He's the
who
spark.
now has a concussion.
Concussion, yeah.
He got a
Oh, is
concussion.
that official?
Yeah, it's a concussion.
Mississippi State guy literally went on a helicopter
I saw
run last week.
The edits
He's
of that
fine.
video are
Yes, I
hilarious.
know.
He's
Yeah, that's
fine.
just mental toughness right
But-
there.
That's just how we do
Money
it.
Mauer-
Mauer's
Mauer-
not
That
meant
we
to
do it
Mauer
in
pops
Starkville,
up.
Stark
Yeah.
Vegas.
Mauer gets a
That's right.
concussion and pops up like immediately and like hypes up the crowd. This man's a beast. But then he goes to hand the ball off on the next play and like
Dude, that's 'cause
falls
he's a Tennessee
over.
Vol.
and they pulled him off the
That's
field.
because
and I
he
was like,
slapped
"Ugh."
the "I will give it my all for UT" and meant it.
That's right,
Unlike
dude.
the people that you
That's
talked
right,
about
dude.
last episode.
That's right, dude. It means something when he hits that
That's
sign.
right. When he hits it a little different than the rest.
That's right.
Yeah. John, are you playing a video game?
Hey, John.
Give me a minute.
Are you playing Madden Mobile
He
right
is
now?
playing Madden Mobile.
Oh my gosh, this is a new low for the podcast, indeed. Honestly, throw that out. Give it to
So-
me.
I always say
Thank you.
with
Going in
live
the
sporting
trash.
events, no matter what it is, there's always that
Where did you
one
put
dude
it?
in your section.
You'll find it after the podcast. How about that?
Right? Right.
I wasn't listening.
Whenever like any live sporting event when you go, there's always that one dude. Like there's always the one dude in your section.
Oh yeah. So
Like,
everything
always.
was going great. We got good seats. My mom clutched out, and we didn't. She found some secret way that we didn't have to hit traffic going in.
Yeah, it was awesome. We're not saying what it's
Let's
called.
go.
We found some good.
Did y'all use her
Tell us after
helicopter?
the podcast.
Yeah, later.
We found some good parking. Got on a shuttle, and everything's going well. And then,
There's always that one guy, and usually it's it's like behind you a
so
couple
just
rows.
imagine
or
the most Vols fan.
like off to your right a little
Adam?
bit.
No. Like not the biggest Vols fan, but the most Vols fan.
This guy,
Ooh.
What?
this
Most-
guy,
the most
You guys know what I'm
typical.
talking
Oh,
about.
gotcha,
Everyone
gotcha,
knows what I'm
gotcha.
talking
Okay.
about.
this
what
guy,
you're
we
saying.
walk up,
Yeah.
and as we're about to sit down in our seats, this guy sits in our seats, and so like from moment one, you knew it was about to go to like. And he was nice. He was really nice, dude. Like whenever he wasn't being obnoxious, he was super nice. Whenever he wasn't being obnoxious,
Hey,
he
man,
was
he's a
super
brother.
nice.
He's part of the brotherhood, man.
So,
we gotta respect him.
This guy,
It's part of the
this
Vol
guy
family.
is
He's part of our family, dude.
this guy is a
Fam.
stand-up comedian.
Oh,
This guy-
okay.
He sounds like a Tinder profile.
Yeah,
What?
we looked him up, and he has 9 subscribers on YouTube.
Let's go.
His goal is to be
course
on
he does.
Netflix.
He said
in
he's gonna
3
be on-
years.
Dude, he
he's
wants
gonna-
to be us.
He
Are
said he's
you
gonna have
serious?
dude. He
40
wants to be
subs?
us.
He wants to be friendly
Flex,
toxicity.
we should have
He
flexed
wishes.
up on him. Be like, dude,
So
talk about
Yeah,
40
we got like 40
40
subs. No
subs.
big.
So this guy is on my right, and the entire time is like his smack talk is like negative 2,000. It's just obnoxious. Like it has no meaning to it. Like it's just annoying.
You want to run that back?
He
That's
was
like
like,
everyone in Call of Duty lobbies.
yeah.
You know?
Except for this wasn't.
Your mom.
Bro, they have good smack talk. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's-
Well, it's just
They
all like
actually heard- that's
toxic.
Dude,
actually-
they
I
would
didn't
send. They would
I
send
thought it
me.
was all like
Insulting
insulting
them.
moms.
They would send
and-
me into short-term depression sometimes.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Did you hear when this guy said I?
Basically got
Did you hear when this guy said I have depression? It's like Robin Williams. It affects your comedy. Did you hear he said that?
Oh.
He said that.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Okay, anyway, so he's this giant guy,
It's because most comedians are depressed.
speaks like a Vols fan.
So nonsense.
Yeah, like that. Kind of like.
But the whole
So
time,
all
like
the
his
time.
his biggest thing, I think it was like a rotation of 3 things. It was one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and I looked over at Ace the first time he did it, and I was like, "What is he counting?" It's like he was just saying. It
What
was
if
like,
we don't get it? What if it's something like it?
I mean,
Only a
yeah.
true Vols fan knows.
And then he
Yeah,
said hotty
intellectual.
toddy, which like I kind of get 'cause like Ole Miss and Ole Miss hates Mississippi State, but like we have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And then he kept saying,
He kept saying,
"Dak Prescott ain't no Peyton Manning."
"Dak Prescott ain't no Peyton Manning."
Yell it onto the field.
Y'all's trophy case is looking pretty comparable to Vanderbilt's. Talk to me when you get a SEC
said-
championship.
Okay, the best one was he said, "Y'all's trophy case is looking like your heart. It's empty."
No, he said Vanderbilt's trophy
That's
case
awesome.
is looking a lot like comparable to y'all's heart.
Empty.
Empty.
Got him, yeah.
Sounds like
Dab me up on that one, bro.
he sounds like he just yells like random things about football.
And he
He's
yelled
try-
at a kid. He
There was
yelled
a-
at-
There was a
there
kid behind us that had a
9-year-old kid.
Dak Prescott
Sounds
jersey
like
on,
he's
and he
just trying
turned
to
around and
impress
yelled at-
everyone around him to show he's like a football fan.
Yeah, yeah, because then everyone like the other
pigskin.
obnoxious
'Cause
ones would
obviously-
turn around and be like, "Yes, brother."
It's not like he's gonna get in their heads. Y'all in the nosebleed section, so he
No,
just
we
knows
weren't.
people. You
Weren't
weren't.
we right
Nah,
behind the
it was
end
pretty
zone?
good.
It was
We were
great
like-
seats.
Just kidding.
Like
Either
Maybe
way,
he did
though,
get in
they're
there.
But we
still
were
not
not.
hearing
We were
him.
not in a place where the players could hear him.
if there had
Yeah.
been good field goal kickers, we would have caught some field goals.
Really.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
great seats.
We're right behind the goal.
I mean, you probably could have got a lot of the Titans.
And then there's
balls.
these 2 kids behind us that are like screaming.
not from Cairo Santos.
No, not Cairo
That's a fact.
Santos.
Not from
Santos,
Cairo.
dude. Could have gotten a few from him.
Freaking sideline guy.
Dude,
Cairo
you get
Santos
dude. If you're
balls.
sitting on at the 50-yard line, you're getting some Cairo Santos
Yeah, that's
balls.
The 2 kids behind us, how would you describe that?
It's like Adam's children.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
See, you're
Raspy
denying it, so that
country
means it's
voice, and
probably
they're like
true.
8.
Are they overweight?
Yes.
Of course.
Just a little bit.
I don't know how they had a voice by the end of it because they were like, you could hear their throats like screeching. It was like, "Go over!" Like I was like, that sounds painful. Also, my children would be much more sophisticated Vols fans. Thank you very much.
Bullshit.
And they definitely wouldn't be Alabama fans that don't know more than 3 players.
I named a player the other day that y'all didn't even know, but okay.
Dude, he
Was
knows
it
more
too-
than
Whoa,
everybody.
Bow down, dude. Bow. Oh.
To his younger brother doesn't count.
It's like third string lineman or something.
Googled. He actually Googled just like unknown Bama players.
Top 5 Bama players that
Ruggs
your
is
friends
not
don't know.
unknown.
Top 5 Bama players no one's heard of. But yeah, that was fun. But Mississippi State lost.
And he was like, anytime like there was a
Sad face.
penalty called, he was like, I couldn't play in today's game, man.
yeah,
I'm too-
you
I'm
could,
too
hey,
old
dude, you
school.
couldn't play it that day's game.
If I heard him one time, he was like, if I played defensive end, and if you're a quarterback and I don't like you, he was a Browns fan. He was talking about how Baker Mayfield needs to stop running his mouth, and he was like, if I was a defensive end, I'd be tearing him up. I'd go for skin. I'd go for hair. There's been a lot of careers ended at the bottom of that pile, man. I'm twisting your ankle. Like,
this guy's legit.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So Brian
Sounds like a true
Urlacher?
fan.
How much gray scruff did he have? I'm asking you, what do you think?
This guy?
Who's getting a cell phone
Yeah,
call?
who's
right
getting
now?
a phone call right now?
Not me.
Is it me?
Not me, dude.
Is it my mom?
Oh, yeah, it was your mom.
Can we
Let's
answer?
see.
Answer. Call back.
me see.
Oh, she asked, "Where are you?" Question mark. Question mark. Did you not tell her? Sorry, we're getting off topic. How much gray straps does this guy have?
Whoa!
Whoa.
She blows up my phone. Let me see.
4 times.
Let me see my
in
phone.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna need to. Like,
I need
take
to
that.
answer this. Let
You
me
need to
see my
take-
Call her
phone.
back. Call her back. Yeah.
You can take it outside.
You can cut this out.
No.
You
Yeah,
have to
you
talk
asked
to her in
him
front of
how
her.
much gray scruff do you think this guy had, which is a really great question, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Like 8, but it's like patchy and not looking good.
Was it like a 9?
It was a 15.
It was a 15.
It was off the scale.
Yeah, it was off.
But
Yeah.
as much this dude, when he wasn't being obnoxious and I was just kind of talking to him, he was nice. He was nice. He was just kind of like he probably pre-gamed a little bit.
You can buy alcohol
He
there
was,
now, though.
he was pretty extreme.
But he was like, every time he would like yell at the players, he would like touch my shoulder and be like, "Hey, it's nothing personal, buddy."
yeah. See, I mean, he didn't.
Yeah,
he
don't
was trying
touch
to
me.
be-
He's a respectable guy, man.
Yeah.
He's not trying to offend anyone.
Yeah.
But when he told me he was a
That's
stand-up
funny.
comic, I
Can we tell?
Probably a very bad.
So just randomly.
the first time before we knew this, right? Before he said he was a comic,
Yeah.
he says,
Wait, what are you about to?
yeah,
That?
yeah.
Can I
but-
start it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So
say-
he
you
just
tell it, 'cause I
randomly-
didn't know how he got into
He
it.
just randomly, like, there wasn't a way. He just randomly looks over at me and Ace, and he's like, I know y'all catch a lot of flack, and that was different for me when I was growing up because we didn't have cell phones. And I'm like, where is he going with this? Because like he wasn't explaining what we catch flack for, and he was like, and now y'all have like Snapchat. When I was y'all's age, if I wanted to talk to a girl, I just walked up and I was like, hey, pizza and F.
He did not say that.
This
And
guy's
then-
a gem.
And so I don't
It's
even
better.
we didn't even look at him. We were just like, oh my gosh, like just looking straight ahead. And then he goes,
Oh, no.
oh, what? We don't have any pizza? Okay, moving on. That was an actual thing that came out of his mouth.
What?
This guy needs to be documented in the volunteer history books as #1 fan.
Can we have him on the show?
I'm gonna drop his YouTube. Real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. We were saying, go check him out. What's his name again?
I'm dropping it. Hold on.
'Cause yeah, go check out his.
Jason E. Jones on YouTube.
My phone is getting
I
so
know,
many
I'm
text
checking it
messages
out.
right now. Does it mess up with the video?
No.
Dude,
Okay.
quit
No.
flexing.
I'm
Freaking
so
flexing.
popular.
No, I think it's my mom.
Everybody's mom's. calling.
Jason E. Jones.
Jason E. Jones. Go check out Jason E. Jones on YouTube. Like him, subscribe.
He's a nice dude. He's just a little
Yeah.
extreme.
For sure. But yeah. So
Do you guys see Joker?
yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
get into that. I was like,
yes.
how do we want to do this? Like, so do y'all just want to get into it, or do you want to do like a spoiler free and then a spoilers?
Spoilers
I mean,
incoming.
but like, how do you?
Let's just go full spoilers. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't wanna,
spoiler
I don't wanna,
warning.
just-
Spoilers.
I don't wanna dance
There'll
around.
be a timestamp when we stop talking about
Yeah,
spoilers.
yeah. If you haven't seen Joker, go see it. Don't
We
watch
all
this.
really like it.
All you need to know is that it was my favorite movie of the year, and a lot of people.
I can
like
see
it.
that.
Of the year, like this current, like
Yes. This
Yes,
year
this-
of
this.
the year. But I haven't seen that many movies this year.
what did Endgame come out this year?
Endgame came out.
I liked it more than Endgame.
I did too.
I mean,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I have a hard
Yeah.
time comparing stuff to that.
But no,
because
wait. I
Endgame-
like Hollywood more than this.
Endgame
I haven't
carries
seen
so
Hollywood.
much stuff behind it. That's
You
not
like
fair.
Hollywood more than Joker?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Actually, yeah.
Can you compare stuff to that? I don't think it's fair because Endgame is like carrying the weight of all the other Marvel movies.
Well, wait, no. I said
Like as a movie within itself, yeah, Joker's better, but like Joker didn't carry that weight.
that's what
that
I said.
Endgame
When
had.
we were talking about.
Everyone's gonna skip this, by the way. They already went to the timestamp.
That's true. We did. We
So
just
we
said
can
we were talking
just-
about spoilers.
We can just talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Anyway,
Spoilers. No.
All right. So Joker.
wait, hold on. But are we just gonna talk about the movie, and do we have to talk about all the spoilers?
No, we're just
right
saying
now?
just
No,
in
we're like-
case.
We're just gonna talk
gonna
about the movie,
talk
and if
about
we
stuff.
say spoilers,
just
you've
in
been warned.
case. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I think. Yeah, it's probably my favorite movie. That one and Hollywood.
Have y'all seen It too?
No.
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 We're
Okay.
never
It
actually
was
gonna talk
it was
about the
pretty good.
movie.
I liked it.
I like
Have you
Joker
seen
more.
it too?
Yes.
Okay, now
Joaquin
Adam
Phoenix
has
is the best
some-
Joker.
Adam liked it, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Some reservations.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
because
Reservations were had.
I just don't. So like the ending thing where people were like getting all like conspiracy theory about it. The thing with movies like that is they establish their own rules beforehand, and this movie establishes 2 other times in the movie when he like Fantasyland shows up on the show early in the movie, and then like the girl ends up being fake. It tells you specifically, hey, that was fake. Like it shows you that. It tells you that. It wants that to be made clear. But then like the ending where people are saying the whole thing was fake, it doesn't show you that clearly like it did the other 2 times, and it's not going to like break its own rules. So I don't think the whole thing was fake. I think what did we establish that A, B, and C were?
I just
option
said
number 1.
okay. First of all, I don't care. Just saying. I thought it was
That's
great.
fine.
I thought it was an amazing movie, and I don't care what
yeah,
the real
bottom
thing was.
line.
Yeah,
But if you
I
want to
said
get
it
into
has
the
to
ending,
be either it all really happened,
right.
it all didn't happen, and it was just in his head, or all the events happened, like the people in the subway died, the clowns, all that stuff happened, and he was just putting himself at the center of it.
And then I added that it could have just been one of those. If you've watched don't watch The Killing Joke. That movie sucks. But like if you've read the comic or know anything about it, it's a graphic novel. But like if you know anything about it, or like if you know like what the Joker does in The Dark Knight, he like gives backstories, and he gives multiple backstories all the time. And like he says in The Killing Joke, he wants his past to be multiple choice. So like he gives out these fake things. And so I thought that it could be that he is the Joker. He is in Arkham the entire time, but the whole movie is him telling that psychiatrist that he's talking to one of his revolving door multiple choice backstories. But then I thought it can't be that, because if you look at the ways that he does that, it's always like, my dad cut me with a knife in The Dark Knight, or I put a razor in my mouth to make my wife love me in The Dark Knight.
The way that those other
and so
interpretations do things.
I'm just
I
saying,
agree.
like, whenever he does that, they're small scale enough to where like you don't know whether it's fake or not, and it's also disturbing. This was super disturbing, but it's so large scale that as soon as he got done, she'd be like let's say it was fake. As soon as he got done, she could be like, "What? None of that stuff happened. Like I live in Gotham."
But that's not how a psychiatrist would talk to a patient, though.
I'm just saying, like that's not how he works. Joker's like. That's what makes him so dangerous.
But based on you're basing that on other interpretations.
No, but
though.
you're
insane and
saying comic
intelligent.
book Joker. You're acting like comic book Joker is the same as Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
They said it was inspired by the
no,
Killing Joke.
then okay. Well, all of them
they're
are.
obvious. They're all going to be
They're all-
inspired.
Jared Leto was inspired by the comic books because it's the character.
Adam West,
doesn't mean he has anything in common with them.
Adam West Batman and Christopher Nolan Batman are inspired by the same comic books.
Yeah, because the era of comic books that Adam West Batman is inspired from is the way that Batman used
Adam
to be.
West, original Batman used guns, bro.
Thomas Wayne Batman
Adam West
used
uses
guns.
shark repellent.
I love that scene. I hate that Batman, but I love that scene.
It's so bad. But
Hand
no,
me
I'm saying
down the shark
they're
repellent
diff- they're all-
bat spray.
they're all different. Like this Joker, like isn't even like comic book Joker. Like this Joker just wants to be accepted.
Just
by
what's the
people.
point of
And
the
he finds
movie
acceptance.
if it's a random guy? The whole point is
That's
to show
my
his
thing. Is that
backstory.
like I love the movie, but I need him to actually be Joker because
See,
that's
then
why
just
I
have
went
it be that way.
That's why I went to go see
It's
it.
the
is
whole
because
point
I
is
wanna
it's
see
up
the
to
Joker.
you.
Why would it even be a possibility to not be that way? Like, what do you get? What do you get out of that if it's some random dude?
Yeah, exactly. That's my. I think
So
it's
I
real.
don't like that they even made that like a possible choice. I don't
All
know.
right, you guys. John has to take off for unforeseen circumstances. So, bye, John. We love
Bye,
you.
guys. Love y'all too.
And if you want, you can maybe call in or something.
Call in.
If
Okay.
you- whatever.
Maybe.
Maybe at the end.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Text us your rankings. 'Cause we're
Oh,
gonna-
just go right now. Just fire them off and then leave, and we'll keep talking about.
Oh,
Joker.
okay. All right. Rankings?
for Rainbow
Just
Six.
fire them off, and we won't address them yet.
Rainbow Six Siege rankings for all 5 of us.
This is our favorite video game that we've played for like
All right, here we
5
go. Ready?
years.
Just rattle them off.
Daniel, Josh, me, Asa, Adam.
All right,
Wow.
get out. Okay.
That's a mic drop.
I think he lost some credibility there.
Because I know.
Wait, did you
several
say
people
Asa,
are gonna
me?
Disagree.
Or did you say me,
I
Ace?
said you,
Said-
Josh, me,
Yeah.
Asa,
Okay.
Adam.
I thought you put Ace above you. I was like, whoa. But no.
Bye, John.
I got the number
This is
Just
by
move
far
the camera.
The weirdest podcast yet.
Don't.
Yeah, it's fine. Just move it, and then I'll get up and move it
Just
back.
leave it right there.
We'll fix it.
That's fine. That's fine. Look,
This is where we insert the clip.
look, we're
of,
all in.
I'm
Yeah,
not
just
in.
leave it.
Technical difficulties. Daniel's not.
Oh, never mind.
Daniel
I thought the recording thing was covering up his face. We talk about how that's not going to be there like every time before we start.
Well, even then, I don't think I was in. Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I mean, like, I'm with Daniel. Like,
We're not gonna continue right here. Hold up.
yeah, we are. Just keep it going. Just keep talking. I'm with you though because that's why I go to see that movie is because I'm a huge Batman fan. I'm a huge Joker fan, so I want to see the Joker. I don't want to see some guy that just like calls himself the Joker 'cause he's crazy. So like, I don't know. I think the best possible way for that movie to end, or like the best possible way for you to like choose that movie ended for you, I guess, right?
I understand the people that think it, like why people could think that it's not him, but I don't.
I hope it's that the entire thing was
I
real.
think they're just looking into it too
Yeah.
far.
I hope it's that the entire thing was real. The joke that he says she doesn't get is that he thinks it's ironic that the event that he inspired killed the guy that he thought was his dad. Like, that's it. Like, she won't get that. Like, that's right. Like, she won't understand that. She won't get the irony behind that because only
Well,
he
she wouldn't
does.
get, or he could just been laughing that a bunch of people died, and she wouldn't understand that
Right.
either.
So he kills her, and then he runs off and escapes like Joker does, and that's the end of the movie. And the whole thing was real, and that's him, and he's like on the loose now, and then we can have him in the Robert Pattinson Batman.
No.
Please.
No,
I was
no.
with you, and then
I agree, man. No,
this is I want this to be standalone so bad.
this Batman, this Joker does not need to fight Batman like ever.
If it's a realistic version of Batman like Christopher Nolan's Batman, he can.
No, he's.
If
too-
it's like
he's gonna
Ben
be
Affleck's
like, he's
Batman,
gonna be
he
like
cannot.
50. He's literally gonna be 50 years old by the time Batman is in like.
How old is
prime.
Joker in the comics?
Like a few years, like probably like.
I think he's
8
like-
years older than Batman. Not a lot.
We need to look into that. I'm not sure what the answer is to that question. Actually,
He's not 50.
That's a fact. This man can run
well,
around.
he would be
can
like
fight.
later. Batman like does Batman into like his like.
Well, no, okay,
40s.
time out. Okay, he could be 50. Well, there's like old man Batman too. There's like 50. There's Batman when he's like 50.
How old is
Ben Affleck's Batman is like 40.
How old is
something.
Batman supposed to be in Dark Knight Rises? 'Cause that's like the end of his career.
28?
No.
They're like 35.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises? But he's like
Yeah.
22 and Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's 8 years later, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused with Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. You're right.
Yeah.
He's like 22 and Begins, and then like 26 in Dark
Well,
Knight.
I don't know about that because at the end of Begins they tease Joker and he's like, I'll look into it. So I'm not sure how much time passes, but it could be whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Go see it.
For sure.
It's good.
Yeah. Pretty good. Oh man. Okay. Do we want to address
What-
that?
hold on,
lower?
I've got a
Are we
question.
ready to do this?
Okay.
What's your favorite? Not what's your favorite movie ever, but what's your favorite movie? It doesn't have to be in the theaters. Like, what's your favorite movie you've seen in the past year? Because like we've done a lot of movie watching recently. So like, what's your
Yeah,
your
over the
favorite movie
summer
that-
we made like a big list of like classic movies because Adam hasn't seen them.
Inglorious.
And we've watched like 5
And-
of them.
Oh, okay, we watched more than 5,
I'm
right?
gonna say Inglorious.
We watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. That took off a lot of time.
That's true. Somebody wasn't there for that because they were always busy.
Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There were times I just said I didn't want to go see it.
like every single time except the first time.
No, there were some times I was gone, but I just wasn't interested.
or like racquetball, or like the gym, or like walking your dog.
I gotta go.
Or
Hey,
like,
let's
I've got
confront it.
stuff to
Yes.
do.
Dude.
Jimmy Floyd's calling out
Dude,
of
I'm
nowhere.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'll admit it. I
Okay,
wanted
but
to do other
seriously,
stuff
what's,
over
what's
Avatar.
your what's your favorite movie you've seen in the past year?
It just didn't interest me.
So sad. I stuck with it through the terrible first episode, and it turned out to be very.
Oh
good.
man, the first episode when it was cringe and Josh's parents
Oh.
were in the room.
They
Oh,
were just like back
with
in
like the anime
kitchen.
faces and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're like-
ah, yes.
They were watching. I was like, oh my god.
You said Inglorious. What about you, Josh?
That was the first time you'd seen that.
favorite movie
Yeah.
we all watched together.
No, just like in the past year. What's
Good
your favorite
movie.
movie you've
I
Dude,
was
seen?
yeah,
wa- I watched
that,
the
that
one
was a
the
good one.
day.
We watched that at your house, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I come back to me.
Once Upon a Time is up there, and so is Joker.
I'm going 7.
Wait, we're talking about we're talking about like first time
Seven.
seeing.
I'm going
really
7 because
good.
that was the first time I'd seen that movie. I still think about that movie.
I really like
that movie blew my mind, and that was in the
you
past
seen
year.
that
I'm
movie,
going
Asa?
7.
No, who's in it?
Brad Pitt, Morgan
Dude,
Freeman.
we gotta watch that movie.
We need to watch that with you. If you haven't seen 7, watch 7 like right now.
Daniel hasn't seen it either. Yeah, 'cause me, you, and John
Me, you, and
watched it.
John.
What's
That
like the
movie's
genre?
really good.
Like,
It's like a psychological thriller horror, like not horror. It's like a thriller, crime, serial killer kind of movie.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's got Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, and like not Kevin Spacey. But,
No, that's right.
it is Kevin
We
Spacey.
just don't.
Let's
We just
go.
don't
We
say
don't.
that right now.
Just
John
yeah.
left his earbuds.
but
Hate to see.
yeah, that movie's awesome.
That movie was really good. Hollywood is up there.
Yeah, me too. For
I haven't
that.
seen
love
Hollywood yet. That might be up there, but because y'all are saying it's better than Inglourious, apparently.
Have y'all
No,
seen?
no. I don't think it's better than Inglourious.
Have y'all seen
Basterds.
Ad Astra
It's
yet?
a different genre. No.
No, I think. No, I don't think it's better than Inglourious.
Have you
I think
seen-
I think Inglourious Basterds might be better than. I don't think maybe not like as a movie, but I think I like it more than Pulp Fiction.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
I
Ad
like it more
Astra
than
yet,
Pulp Fiction.
Asa?
What?
Have you seen Ad Astra yet?
No,
Okay, I'm going tomorrow. I'll let y'all know how it is.
I
I'm really
don't
excited.
really like that type of thing though.
What do you mean, like a space movie?
Like
You don't like Interstellar?
it's good, but like
Whoa.
it's like the genre.
Have you seen the preview for this? It's like his dad
Yeah,
was
yeah,
an
yeah, I've
astronaut.
seen it, I've
and,
seen it,
like,
I've
something
seen it,
went
I've seen it.
wrong. Like,
But like anything like that, like Elysium with like Matt Damon and like Interstellar was good, but I'm having a stroke while I'm talking.
should we do our rankings since John Michael?
Yeah,
dropped
that's what I'm
his?
saying. That we
Okay.
need to address.
All right.
You can transition.
Toxicity warning incoming.
Can I go?
This
Adam,
is more.
go.
This is a good
Can I
discussion
go?
for the
Go, Adam.
gamers.
Okay.
If you like toxicity, then you might
I'm
want
going Daniel, Josh, and then when we stopped,
No.
No,
we need
listen,
to set some
listen.
rules. We need to set some rules here.
Daniel, Josh, and
What are the rules? Hold on.
I think it should be like, all right, we need to decide what we're, like, how we're gonna rank these.
Like, is it Prime?
I think so. I think it should be.
everyone
Okay.
in their
Or
prime.
like maybe
Because
like,
it was right now, John would be one.
yeah,
Because John still grinds it.
yeah,
I'm-
it can't be.
I was
perfect.
gonna. Okay, well let me.
I think if I
This is
hopped
what
on
I was
right
gonna
now, I'd
say.
do better
Maybe
than
Let me-
John.
Let me tell y'all. Y'all tell me if this works. So Daniel, Josh, and then by the time we stopped, Asa was better than me. But overall, because Asa was pretty bad at one point, overall I was better than Asa.
Were you not pretty bad at one point?
Yeah, but like we all were, so it like wasn't.
It wasn't as exactly. It
Yeah.
wasn't as pronounced because y'all have been playing longer than me.
But like we played when everybody was starting,
Asa
so like
learned a
it
lot
wasn't
faster.
necessarily bad.
Asa
You
learned
did
a lot.
learn really
Asa
quick.
got a
That game
lot
has a
better.
serious learning
Adam
curve.
took 5 years because he's still learning how to not slow peak.
And clutch 1v1.
When someone put slow peak in the charades the other day,
I did.
I laughed really hard.
But like there was that like 2 month before I had that really terrible night, there was like 2 months where it was like me and Daniel were the top 2 on the leaderboard every single round, like consistently. I was
Okay.
killing it.
You guys remember that night? We purposely
Oh,
put
God,
Adam in a
forget
1v1 3 times and he lost it every single time.
I couldn't tell if you knew we
I'm
were doing it
sorry.
on purpose or not.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
could.
Okay.
Sorry. I did feel bad.
Adam doesn't work
after,
well
like, the
under
third
pressure.
time.
I'm a
After the-
support.
All right, so
team kinda
finish.
player.
Finish. You have to
You're-
do.
you're
You have to do
captain.
your
Yeah.
rankings.
Yeah. Defend.
Well, what are we?
It's
I
prime.
mean, I just explained it to you. So like, what are we basing it off?
so I guess if
based
it's
on that?
prime, you're putting yourself above me.
Yeah, but I would like for you to know that when we ended, you had passed me.
That's fair. Well, so wait, but are you saying that like your arc was like this, and then I kind of like was here,
yeah.
or like I had passed your max when we stopped playing?
No, what you just said.
Okay, so you were putting yourself at 3.
Because that max was that like 2 month stretch where I was insane. I had never played that good in my life. Like I was like, what?
But
is
like, how
happening?
reliable is that?
I was
Because like we
getting-
all would have
You
like
played
stretches
good
where
for
we were
2
good.
months straight.
Yeah, it was like 8 kills
It
a
was
game
like-
for like 2 months
I
straight.
think was it like 2 months?
Yes.
It seemed like it was like 2
no, it was like 2
two-
months.
2
Weeks.
sessions.
When was
But
this?
listen. Can we all agree that John
Disrespectful.
Michael is the worst?
I hate how John Michael plays.
I think
John
John,
Michael
yeah,
plays
John.
weird,
I hate how
but I
John
don't
Michael
know.
plays, but John Michael can't.
and
It's
on-
hard to tell how bad he is.
On bank, 30 seconds left. You have to plant the bomb. John's outside on top of the other building, looking into the main lobby.
And then he plays Ash, and he
just-
saves those.
He
Nobody's
never,
gonna know what this means.
He
but,
never
like,
plants. He never like clutches.
And
This
then
is
so,
for
like,
us. This is
each-
for, no one's gonna know what we're talking about. This is for
This
us.
is
right
for
now.
us.
This is
But so like you have to pick a person you play with, and each individual person has their own specialty. And John Michael played this character that just had basically 2 explosives, and that was
Dang
it.
it. I wish John was
And
here.
instead of using
She's
them for what
good.
they were supposed to be used for,
Yeah, see,
he would
John-
save them until there was like 30 seconds left, and he was the last one because he stayed outside the whole time. And then he would run in. And
John
try and
would be
shoot.
mad.
We
I
should
know.
just
defend
the-
himself.
should
I
we
see
No,
save
that.
this?
he wouldn't defend this because remember I got him to switch characters over this.
Should
I
we
was like,
save
dude,
this for the
stop
next one?
running in and shooting your explosives
No, we'll
at
keep
people.
going.
Use them for what they're supposed to be used
We can
for.
maybe bring it up again. All right. This
You
is my
switched
turn.
characters.
So you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All right, Asa. All right, so
Adam?
wait, John's ranking, just to recap, was Daniel, Josh,
John Michael.
John,
See,
Asa.
I'm gonna take out the solid like 3 months that it takes to get any amount of this game because so here's why I was so bad at first and why my KD is still so bad because it doesn't reset every season and I jumped into like gold play with you guys as soon as I was able to get in ranked
That's
matches.
true. He did jump in.
So
rank.
I like y'all were already like at your peak when I got to level 30. Yeah, so Daniel was like low. You guys were like low plat, and then they were like mid to high gold, and then I jumped in, and I got to like gold 4 because we won games, but I would go like 1 and
We
6.
won.
I would just go rook and just give you guys.
That's true. Asa was a really good rook. We
So
love
I don't want to count because y'all started low and worked your way up together, and then some of you separated, but I jumped in and it wasn't necessarily fair to put that on me.
What did you play on attack at the beginning?
Sledge.
Like when Daniel was playing Blackbeard 24/7.
I that was after.
That was
no,
before his
that was
time.
before
That was
me.
before you got the game.
I
Oh
know.
my
I
God.
joined.
No way.
I joined at the end of
Wow.
Operation Health.
Yeah,
20 and 4.
Oh,
20 and
okay.
4. I have the screenshot.
He didn't get to
Oh,
experience
shoot.
that like
I
terror
never got to see
of, like,
Overpowered Blackbeard.
when you see Blackbeard come around a corner, like knelt down, like the amount of fear that just like
the amount of
hit
aces
you.
I got was
Mm.
crazy.
I would get so triggered because he played all like because he's good. Like I agree he's number 1, but like he would play Blackbeard 24/7, and like I'm
Daniel's
just chilling
just
at my,
like the clutchest
and, like,
person
I'm
I've
just
ever seen
chilling
in my life.
at my grandmother's house one day, and I just get a text. 27th ace with Blackbeard. And I literally just go off. I'm like, dude, nobody cares. You're using the easiest character. You're using the most broken.
You were
easiest
so
character to
mad.
use in the game.
I remember that.
You're not even good. They just walk into your shield. They can't destroy it. You're literally just farming kills. Like I was so.
I was
So like
triggered.
take Montagne and then stick a rifle through his thing.
yeah,
Like, that's
I've
what it
seen
was.
videos.
Yeah.
I've looked it up before.
My defender was Capcan back in the day. I think. I
Dude.
think it was Capcan.
So I
And
played
then
Bad
so
bit
another
too.
reason I did
was
mine
worse
the way
than
that it
you.
was,
Yeah.
I started going Capcan towards the end of it, and I detonated like every one of the Capcan traps every single round. I was good with
No.
Capcan.
Okay.
You've done it like one
Adam-
every other.
Adam,
game.
how many? Okay,
what
but
does
no,
that contribute
but
to
listen me.
overall?
How many clutches had Adam gotten with a cap
Can
can?
we give Adam
A
skill
lot.
points
like
for
at
using
least?
Capcan?
No. The answer is no.
How many times has Adam hit plat?
See, Adam, I think that's where I have to put because I have hit plat twice.
But you admit you got carried. I thought you said once.
The first time I got it this recent season.
Oh.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Well, in the most recent one, I was like in
The first
position-
one when y'all like popped off
That's
and I
a
played with you.
Platinum
guys a lot.
dap up.
Hey, dab up
Adam will
flat.
never receive.
Hey,
the most recent one, I was in position to get it, and then I decided to solo queue like an idiot, and I got a team full of like 6th graders that team killed me 3 rounds in a row, and it was just all downhill from there. It was rough.
I tried so hard to get it this season. The last season that I played in the summer. At the end of the summer.
I haven't played this new season.
No, I haven't either.
I haven't either.
They look fun, but they look bad.
Both times that I was close, I just
The
I
new
didn't want to
ops.
solo queue,
I
and when
agree.
we played together, we sucked. So I just never could hit it.
Amaru looks super fun, but like useless.
Yeah, I mean it's like the
I don't-
animation when
I
she's
don't know
coming through the
what they
window,
do.
she's just so vulnerable.
So Amaru has like a grappling gun. She can shoot herself through windows and stuff.
Shoot.
And then I don't know the guy's name.
And she can like go through hatches from like underneath.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, she can go up to the up through hatches. And
Also-
the guy has a deployable shield that has fire.
Also, would like to point out that I don't claim to be good at video games either. Like, I'm bad. I'm bad at video games.
Dude, I'm good at Apex, and that's all I care about, dude.
Dude, no,
Surprisingly good at
Asa is like
Apex.
legit good at like the two weirdest game. Star Wars Battlefront, like MVP every single round,
Star Wars Battlefront is not hard to be good.
and
at.
then Apex
I'm sorry.
Legends.
It's not.
Asa's really good
I'm
at.
sorry,
Uh-oh.
it's not. It's like Battlefield. It's easy.
Uh-oh.
It's literally easy, boss.
Fight on podcast.
I love you.
Want to step inside?
Let's step inside.
Inside.
Let's see what I got to do.
Let's go, baby.
After this, you want
Alright.
to
Daniel, do you
Let's go.
remember
wanna
the
sli-
one
you wanna
thing
slide
that I've
that
ever
disc
been
in?
good at was when
I
you
was
like
really
trained
loving
me
Supposed to
to
play, but I don't
2v2
What's that?
sniper
Oh, yeah.
on Nuketown. I think the highlight of my gaming career was when you and me stepped around the corners that one time and you heard 2 shots and the round was over.
It was a good time.
Dude, the skill gap with the heroes in that game.
I will literally buy Battlefront 2, and we will play together online, and me and you will be at the top of the leaderboard every time.
That's not true.
That is true.
Okay, let's get back on track though.
Anyway,
Y'all can
okay.
Settle your beef later.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Also, I beat John in a 1v1.
John Michael always
That
okay.
did happen.
Okay, I just
That was
gotta break
fun.
this down. I just gotta break it down.
John Michael always has a
Who
game
is
that
more
he-
helpful to the team?
Who every
Who's
night?
more detrimental to the team? It's the
Who do you
same.
want to
Whoa, whoa,
listen,
whoa, wait, wait.
and it's the same answer.
Who every night says, "Oh, I had to get my bad game out of the way." John Michael.
Okay, listen.
John Michael
so-
always has a bad game.
okay,
Who shows up on time
Adam.
when we play?
Oh yeah, Adam's also an hour and a half late to play every time. Okay,
I'm an
Habitual.
hour and a half late to
that,
everything.
well, you were
Habitually
the
late.
no, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So Adam,
Gotta take my dog out. Gotta shower.
hey
Gotta
guys.
get some
Well,
snacks.
and, okay, yeah, and then John between rounds, I'll be right back.
Literally, throws his mic down, and we're like, okay, whatever. He doesn't tell us why he's gone.
recruit. He's recruit the next round.
And he's like,
John,
sorry,
where
I
were
had to
you?
take a
Sorry,
shower.
I took a shower.
I just took a shower.
Took him like 8 minutes.
in
No,
three
like
literal
3
minutes.
minutes.
That's not
3
even-
minutes.
Because he died like early. I think he probably died
I'm
like a
back.
spawn peak or something.
I took a shower. No. He was a recruit, and he clutched the round with the recruit.
I was saying he.
I feel
the round
like
before.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
showers
he got
just get his face wet. Like
Does he even shower?
it's not even a shower. It's just
This is
like-
my favorite sound. It's just
Throwing the mic down. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
This guy isn't even here to defend himself. Rest in
Okay.
peace.
All right. So here's what I have to say. Adam, I'd rather have John in a 1v1. Okay.
Okay.
I'd rather have Adam at the beginning of
Okay.
the round,
So in comparison,
Adam
Adam and
putting
John,
down
John
And
is
I'd
more
do-
clutch.
and I'd rather have John picking ops
John has better ops. What was the third?
Whoa. What?
at the beginning of the
Whoa.
round.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hold on. You'll get your time.
Capcan, Capital.
Stop trap ops. Okay.
Capital. Remember, I was like the Capital. I was the smoke.
But then I kind of became the Capital.
No.
Like, I played a better Capital.
I think.
And I was
think
Thermite.
me- I think me and Josh
I feel
both
like
played
I would
Cap-
actually get
I
fire kills.
think
I was the Thermite.
I was the smoke plan master with Capital.
Habana for life.
Okay, and then
I was the
Adam tried to
Thermite
steal
too.
Habana.
And I actually didn't mind.
You were the
going
Thermite.
Thatcher for
Habana and
y'all.
Jaeger for life.
I would
Okay.
actually go Thatcher for y'all when
Instant
we needed it. I
15
didn't
kill
care.
game.
Okay. Ah man, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
It depends on the day.
All three of you are kind of level to me.
We're close. I don't think
So I don't know what I'm about to say here.
I think me and John and Adam would all pick ourselves at third. But like I've got this.
I know
numbers.
Ace's weakness.
I've got the numbers.
I'll get to it.
I've got the numbers to go back me up.
Okay.
It's okay.
So
I've
here's-
been to
here's-
plot. I've been to plot twice. I mean, it's fine.
All right. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry, Adam.
Oh no!
The
The fact that he can sit outside for a whole round and do nothing, and you would still
Wait,
pick him
Asa,
over me
okay,
baffles
so
me.
do
But
it.
it's okay.
I think he's better with guns.
Do it over again, Ace.
I think he's better with guns. So 1, 2, 3, and then
So you're
he's
above
just,
John
he's just
and
be-
Asa.
he's just
And
better
Adam.
just better with guns. I think when we stop playing,
You don't remember the like all over the
I
screen.
think at my height, Yeah. Yeah. I think I was good. I think I was good under pressure too, a little bit. More than them. All right.
We
so
need to
Josh's
hurry
turn.
this
Josh's
up.
turn.
All right.
We need to hurry this
Yeah.
up.
All right. You got a hot date?
No, but like we're not trying to do another hour and a half episode, are we?
We can go.
It's only been 40 minutes, dude.
All right, so Daniel's 1. Humble brag. I put myself at 2.
That's like consensus though. Like like
This is not what we were ranking.
I put Asa at 3.
This is what,
What do
we
you
were
What do you
ranking.
mean?
We were not ranking y'all two. That was
Oh, okay.
established.
like yeah, like
Well, we all agreed on Daniel, but that was it.
no, we also I don't think
Nobody was putting themselves at 2.
well, okay, so like Josh when he like
In the last
he took
episode.
a long break.
I put Josh at 2.
Yeah, yeah. So Josh at his prime was better than any of us at our prime.
Thank you.
And whenever Daniel had a bad game,
Not-
we could
not
count
any
on
of us.
Josh
I
to
meant-
pick up the slack.
I meant
Hmm?
Josh was better than any.
Whenever
of us
you had a
four.
bad game, we could always count on Josh to pick up the slack. It was just, y'all
Yeah.
would just
That would we
Rotate.
would kind of like,
Right hand man.
dude. That was fun. Okay. A quick story time. Back in like year 2,
Oh, I
Of
think I know what you're
Rainbow.
about to say.
we would before Asa started. Me and Daniel were
Better.
than John and Adam. so sometimes when we were like, we would have a session like the night before, and we would just lose like 4 in a row. Then next day,
Text
it was
about
during the
it.
summer. Me and Daniel would be like, "All right, you want to hop on?" And we would get on together, just us two, and we would run ranked
I looked back
matches.
at all my platinum charms. I'm like, how did I hit platinum so many times? And then I remember me and Josh.
It was
just-
literally
we hit it
us
like
two.
3
we
or
would
4 times
literally, I
together.
just text him, be like, "Hey, you want to get on?" And then me and him would just grind.
I hit it with
grind
Jason
ranked,
Glasscox
and it was
in
awesome.
the summer.
he's good.
He's pretty good.
Okay, but I put Asa at 3. I don't know. I'm not like super worried when Ace is in a 1v1. Like, I feel like he has enough game
Really?
sense.
That was my thing. I thought Ace always panicked.
I did panic.
I
feel
thought you like spazzed out.
He would
almost.
like panic, but like, I don't know. I feel like he would get the kill sometimes though.
Maybe.
I would panic a lot.
I think
Like, 'cause
Adam-
I know if everyone's yelling a call at me, I go ah.
I'm sure he would.
Also, my call-outs are better than John Michael's, but
John Michael does have bad calls.
Yeah, he backseat games too. Dan John's more toxic.
John is more toxic.
No, if we're going for overall teammate, then
I'm
sure.
just gonna sit
Adam
on
can
it.
have
I'm
I've
just
said
saying
since
that. I'll
day
think about
one
it
that
more.
I'm not good at video games, and I played this game in a very supportive teammate.
I
kinda
don't think
role.
I can't remember. I'm sorry, Adam. I don't think John's ever gone like 6 games in a row with no kills, which that happened.
I went 3 games. in
No.
a row.
We're talking about the night.
Yeah, it was 3.
That was a rough.
Was it just 3?
It was 3, and y'all were
It was at least
purposely-
4.
I don't know.
Also, y'all were
But it was
purposely
like-
putting me in 1v1 situations.
That was after the first like 3 games. Though.
no.
Yes.
It was after the first one.
That was one game. That was on theme park where we were up like 3-1.
And John Michael has definitely gone 2 games in a row with no kills. I don't know about 3, but he's definitely gone 2.
I think you went 4. Adam. I think we have the
It was
screenshots.
not 4.
I don't remember,
I
but that
remember
was a rough
we started
night.
taking
All right.
screenshots.
Yeah, Josh, who's your 4 and 5? We gotta roll. We've been on this for like 30 minutes.
For like,
It's hard.
I guess like overall teammate, I would say Adam at 4. But like, who do I want with the gun? John. Even though John's toxic. John
I just
also-
seen John make
John
some.
also
I've seen John make some sick plays.
he actually
Really?
can clutch.
Like a handful of just like, like, cause he will just flick. Like even when he's just in a random firefight, he would just flick for no reason. But then I've seen him also just like, like really
Really?
fast
Yeah.
before. I mean, yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's a mixed bag with John.
It's a mixed bag with both of them.
Yeah.
With me too. It's also. I'll admit I'm not the most consistent player.
We need to do a timestamp for this so people can skip Siege.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch this. It's fine.
This
We
is
don't
just
care
for us.
about your
Maybe Jake.
opinions, but we do.
Unsubscribe.
Jake and
Also, use the mailbag,
Reese.
people.
No one's gonna
Jake
email
Reese.
us, Adam.
It doesn't have to be an email. You can
Reese,
DM
go-
us on
go
Instagram.
Marathon.
Okay, go,
You can
John.
literally
Josh,
just put,
go.
like questions you have.
4
and
and
we'll
5.
answer 'em.
John Adam.
Okay, Daniel, go. Daniel's gonna put me last.
No. Adam, you know what's coming, dude.
It baffles my mind that he can sit outside like that and still get ranked over me.
I don't know. Y'all just both have your things that you're bad at that it's hard to really decide. I'd put Ace at 3 right now, I guess. And then John just annoys me the way he plays. Like, both of y'all aren't really
I will say
clutch.
that. So Daniel's our best player, and John gets Daniel off his game more than anybody else. Because Daniel will get really concerned about what John's doing, and then start playing bad, and then get frustrated, and just get off.
John gets defensive about the way that he's playing, and then they fight.
And then Daniel just gets off, and goes play Fortnite. And it's fine.
I mean, back in the day, I probably did that.
What do you not grind on the? You don't grind on the
No.
night anymore. You don't practice
Not
your
anymore,
build.
dude.
Dude, just do it. Just do it.
After 1,000 wins.
Just do it.
But Adam's not clutch. Adam's a better teammate. Supportively.
It's pros and cons. It's just the pros and
Oh,
cons
not
list.
supportively as in like I have a positive outlook, as in like I play the game in a supportive kind
Well,
of thing.
both.
If you don't play video
Both.
games, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Both.
John Michael is more toxic on the mic.
Adam's more supportive in like the medic healing way and in the positive way. Like, hey, dude, it's all right.
He doesn't say, "Hey, dude, it's all right," but
Yeah,
well,
it's
you
know.
just that John
just
will
the-
say, "Hey, you suck. You're the worst.
He's right
You're
there.
awful." Yeah, he's right there.
He's right there.
He'll scream it. Yeah.
He's over there.
Just that's a big red flag. In this
Let's
game,
get
by
it.
the way.
Adam's always looking for ways for
To
us
help.
to improve, even if it doesn't work or sounds kind of dumb.
Castle
But he's
mute.
looking. John just says,
Castle mute.
"Eh, screw it, let's go." So
Adam's always trying to run a plan.
I can't do it.
Adam's
Right
always the
now.
one that goes, "Okay, what are we doing?" Like,
Because we
like,
never had
we'll
a
be
plan.
like we'll be like a minute.
No,
We
Adam,
never
Adam
had a
says,
plan.
"All right, rush plant with Montagne every time."
We never had a plan ever.
That's all Adam likes to do
I
is
agree.
plant.
We should have the
Smoke
plan.
plant with
What if
money.
we have a plan? We all have to commit, and that doesn't happen.
I feel like we all just went kill hunting like every single time, and that's why I was so bad.
That's why we never got.
That's why you were so bad.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's why I was bad, because the way I play the game is like a supportive, like I want to help the team
I gotta
accomplish
admit,
the
once I
plan.
got comfortable with my gun skill, I was guilty. I would go for kills a lot.
I want to help the team.
It took me a
accomplish the
long time to
plan,
get
and we never had a
comfortable,
plan, so I was just kind of like, what do we do?
I think who would I rather have on my team if I didn't have to listen to them? It'd be Adam. But if I had to have
Wait,
him,
whoa, wait.
If you didn't have to listen
if
to
I did
him?
not have to listen to them talk, I'd rather have Adam. But
Wait, what?
You're saying you don't
saying
wanna
it
hear Adam
backwards.
talk.
I would not want to hear John Michael talk.
Okay.
Okay.
So if there was no, if calls were not a big part of the game,
Yeah.
you'd
There were
rather
no
have
mics.
John,
Yeah.
but you'd rather have Adam because
Maybe.
it is a big part
I
of the game.
guess so. Adam is decent sometimes in
All right.
I
gunfights,
work well with a player like Daniel.
but I don't know.
Do
4
we
or
have,
5,
do
5
we-
or 4.
do we have any great stories that are just
Honestly, I wish we would have wish we could have had like all those sessions.
recorded?
Yeah, because we have there's so many funny moments.
We'll get together and play.
like
Over
This
Christmas
weekend, right?
I would just.
Oh,
Wait,
this
when do you go
weekend,
back?
Like tomorrow afternoon.
Do you have stuff to do?
I have homework
When does your school start?
Monday.
What?
His fall break was Thursday and Friday.
Oh, that sucks. Man, I thought we were gonna have time to do that. That sucks.
Maybe Sunday night.
I'll be gone.
You don't have your Bucks.
No.
Did you see that?
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know.
It was a.
It was whatever it was. It was huge.
Just ignore it. You're good, Josh. It's behind the.
It's behind the thing,
Is that its legs right there in the bottom?
dude. That was huge.
Bro, stop capping.
It's just like a beetle or something.
Yeah.
It was. It wasn't a spider or anything.
I
It
don't
wasn't
like,
a
I
co-
don't like bugs.
I think it was a squash beetle or
We're
something.
chilling.
Hey, we're gonna move on.
Okay, so as far as rankings go,
Shut up.
I had this idea.
Shut up.
And Asa thinks it's stupid, but ever since I brought it up, I've been like bringing it up around Asa, and then Asa will get into it and like start doing it with me because he
Because
can't help
anyone that
himself.
knows me knows that if anyone brings up anything, I'm gonna argue about it because it's fun and I can't help it.
Both
And-
of them love to argue.
And so this is something I've been saying we need to do stuff. It's like this is kind of like the opposite of what we just did. Like none of you are gonna understand the siege thing. But like this, I feel like everybody can participate in at least a little
All
bit.
right, top 5 condiments.
So like yeah, list your top 5
Dude,
condiments.
And everyone that just heard you say that thought it was a joke
Can I even name?
No.
because he
5
didn't say it.
condiments?
He didn't say what it was yet, and everyone goes ha ha, ha condiments, and then he goes okay really.
I don't even know if I can name 5.
No,
condiments.
I can maybe name 3.
All right.
But I brought this up in the car, and Ace was like, "No, dude, that's so stupid." And I was like, "Well, where do you put ketchup?" And he was like, "Honestly, I think ketchup is like so overrated." And started like listing reasons.
I hate myself.
And then
Can't
we're in the
help
car
yourself.
today on the way back from the Vols game, and I was like, "So where do you put mustard?" And he was like, "Man,
No,
I don't know,
I
'cause,
said
like,
I told
can
you I
put
said I'm not
mustard
gonna
on
play
so
your
many
dumb
things.
games, but mustard. I like mustard.
Look, here he goes.
That's what I said.
Here he goes."
I just said I liked it.
There's so many kinds of mustard though. Like you can't.
Dijon.
Okay, this is the
Dijon,
thing with
honey
this is
mustard.
your overall
Yellow.
favorite. Like it's gonna be different.
No,
with
so,
what
like-
food you have.
So like I'm putting ranch number 1 overall because it's versatile and it tastes
That's
amazing.
like putting water as the best drink.
But water doesn't taste good. Ranch tastes really good.
water tastes good.
Water's great, dude. Water's the most versatile.
You literally need it, so it's number 1.
It naturally tastes good to your body.
So what do y'all put number 1 then?
I'm
Okay,
not having this
look,
conversation.
I want to say like wasabi or like yum yum sauce, but like I
Yum
can't,
yum sow.
yum yum sow.
Well, I
But
feel
I
like-
can't put that with like a chicken sandwich. I guess I could, or like chips or
Hey,
something.
All I
don't
know is I'll say one thing. And I hate that you made me say this. Zaxby sauce is the best one. And now we're gonna talk about something else. Okay?
Where do you put Chick-fil-A
This
sauce?
man really just said Zach sauce is better than Chick-fil-A.
It is. Shut up.
It's just objectively not.
It's objectively.
I have both of them in my dorm right now. Chick-fil-A sauce.
Well,
is
you're
better.
just any college student then.
Chick-fil-A sauce is better.
No.
Yes.
In what way?
In like every way possible.
Dude, the tang that you get from the Zax sauce.
Dude, no way. No way.
So what is your number 1?
Who won the freaking LSU game?
Oh frick!
Oh, this is a late night pod, by the way. This like what time is it? Like 11?
Heck yeah.
42-28.
Florida
Ooh.
sucks.
What time is it even?
Like 11:02.
11 on the dot.
Crazy. And then we stayed up super late last night, like playing poker and stuff. All the old church gang got back together, guys. That was fun.
That was fun.
I drove to Knoxville and back from Knoxville, and on the way home, I stopped to get gas. Ace is like awake. I feel like like he's fine. He's awake. I stopped to get gas. I go inside to get a ginger ale. I come back. The seat is all the way back. Ace's head is over the back of the seat, and he is out, like, just like in the passenger seat. And I was like, okay, he's supposed to be keeping me awake, but I can't wake him up because I know how tired. And so I was just like, I'm just gonna put
How long did I sleep? Like a long time?
Okay, so this is what happened. So I was like, I'm just going to put the radio on super low so I have something to listen to, and I'm just going to drive. When he wakes up, fine. And as soon as I put the car in drive, you go, and like wake up, like sat straight up. And I was like, whoa. And then you like,
Whoa.
and then you like laid back down and went back to sleep immediately. And then you were out for like probably 30 minutes.
Crazy.
And then all of a sudden you just woke up again, like just sat straight
I
up. I've
can't
never
sleep
seen
I
somebody
can't
wake up
sl-
that fast.
I can't sleep a long time in the
I
car.
remember I was like, what just woke you up? And you were like, nothing.
It's like as soon as I realize I'm asleep,
Yeah.
I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like went back to sleep for a third time.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
How long this time?
Probably like 20, 15 minutes.
I'm such an odd person. Yeah.
It was just really funny because I came back and like I left my door open, and so I come back and like put my head down in the door to put my Canada Dry in the thing, and his head was like back over the seat.
I
Like,
think as soon as I heard myself go, that's every time I
Yeah.
would wake up. So because
No, you would do that.
Yeah, but
for
like
a
but I
while.
would know.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You know.
yeah. It was really funny.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. What was the other thing we wanted to talk about?
The we all went to JD's.
Oh yeah.
No one cares.
But wasn't there another thing?
That's fine.
I think there was another thing.
Me and Josh wanted to talk about aliens,
Yeah.
but it's okay. We don't have to.
But
talk.
none of them like know anything, so we
They're not
can't really-
woke. They're not woke.
They're really
like
not.
English.
Okay, aliens definitely could be out there.
I mean, does anybody argue that?
Yes.
Some people definitely say aliens are not real.
You can't definitively say no.
So many people say no.
A lot of people say
you
no.
don't know.
So I would say most people in our
I would say most people in general say aliens
But
aren't
also,
real.
there's a difference between like
I mean,
little green men
like, we
and
don't
like a
know-
life form somewhere on a planet.
We
like,
don't know if the Earth is flat.
No, I'm talking about like intelligent beings that like have spaceship. I'm talking about like UFOs are real.
Oh.
I'm talking about UFOs.
Oh.
That's what me and Ace are
I
talking
thought you
about.
meant like you know.
I'm not talking
like
about some
an-
bacteria on some planet 50
we're not
million
talking about
layers
that's
away.
like definitely a thing.
No, I don't mean bacteria. I mean like something that's alive.
Some kind of like single cell organism.
no,
that's
but like
alive.
you know, like a animal that we don't have here that's on another planet. Like you don't know if that.
But
doesn't
like just
exist.
one animal couldn't exist on a planet by itself. It'd have to there'd be a whole ecosystem. There couldn't just be one animal just trotting around with no plants or like
You don't know
other
that
animals.
it doesn't. It might not need plants. It doesn't live on Earth. It doesn't live by
You
our
might not
rules.
know what a plant is.
But energy isn't just. That's not how energy works.
We don't know, man.
Do they have to play by our rules?
Maybe energy works somewhere.
The rules of
different somewhere
physics,
else.
I'm pretty sure, are universal.
No, dude, the aliens do not play by the rules of physics.
But no, but they break.
Remember
But
that.
no, but listen,
They
but
bend
listen.
They don't.
No,
gravity
but-
doesn't apply to them, man.
Well, because we misunderstand gravity.
Maybe they're able to manipulate it.
They are because they had the
'Cause,
reactors.
like the
I
ship,
mean, there's
Bob
gravity in
was the ship.
space.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar, the UFOs are not affected by inertia, the laws of inertia.
Yeah, I've heard some crazy stuff for sure.
There's gravity in space.
What?
To a very low extent. That's what I heard.
Well, that's like,
Like the
that's like
lowest-
saying there's gravity. That's because gravity is created by mass. So the bigger something is, the more gravity it has. Like me and you have gravity, have a gravitational
Yeah.
pull.
I don't know my
We're just so
opinion on it.
small that like it doesn't affect us. But the
I
sun
think
is
it-
so big that it pulls all the planets in.
If you don't have an opinion on it, then you need to be. You need to research a little bit
You need to watch Joe Rogan
and decide what you think about it.
podcast with Bob Lazar and the
I think it'd be
Navy.
ignorant to
the
say
Navy
there
guy
couldn't
that-
be one like little cell thing out there.
That is ignorant.
But like something flying around, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Talking about a literal spaceship.
an actual more intelligent than us.
Like let's
Species.
see them
I-
aliens.
I
come
don't
aliens.
think so.
being
Right
like
now,
like
but
they have a spaceship. They have a spaceship like
That can go, like, to the
faster than
planets.
anything that humanity currently possesses, to our knowledge.
They can just zip around from planet to planet.
Mhm. I just
so
thought,
more intelligent than us. Do they have a soul?
I don't know.
Who knows?
No, I don't know.
Can they build things?
Yeah.
And they built
A
they built
spaceship.
UFO.
So
why
like-
does building things like why is that the measuring stick for if they have a soul or not?
can they
do they have
Can
a-
animals
Do
build
they have a
things?
soul? I don't know.
I mean,
Well, can they
monkeys-
build things?
monkeys can build little spears?
I guess that's the thing.
You seen people are saying like monkeys are in the Stone Age now or something?
Yeah. Joe Rogan, man. Me and Ace
Was
are-
that on Joe
me and
Rogan?
Ace are woke.
Wow, it's like animals were here the whole time, like the Bible says.
I think anything more intelligent than us would have to have a soul.
All right, if you want to be informed on aliens, listen to Joe Rogan Experience with Bob Lazar and Commander David Fravor. Or just watch the clip on YouTube where he talks about the Tic Tac UFO encounter.
Tic
It's-
Tac UFO.
Tic Tac UFO
They call them.
encounter.
They call them.
They
Like,
call it because
they
it
give
looks
them
like
names.
Is that like a
tic tac.
play on tic tac toe?
No,
Tic Tac
because
UFO.
it looks like a Tic Tac,
Oh,
but
okay.
and it doesn't apply to any of the rules.
is that
any
the
of
one that
our
was
ships
underwater?
have. It was on top of the water.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it just disappeared.
Crazy. But yeah. Anything else that we want to talk about? I'm sad John left.
I'm too,
I
man.
don't think.
I wish he was. I
There's
really
that
wish.
much.
I feel like he could add a lot of toxicity.
Let's
to the
talk about
conversation.
something that other people want, because like we've talked about like sports and something that we like. So, what else is there? And the Joker.
The
Joker's
election-
good.
I think I
Elections are
tried to
coming
do
up.
that.
Politics. We haven't really. I don't know if I want to.
I mean, what is there though? Like, what could we talk about?
Hey,
Greta.
Other than like Trump's impeached.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. I mean, like, what is there to talk about?
Hey, thank you guys for listening to this podcast because clearly.
No, dude.
No, I'm not saying we're
Don't
done.
just shut it
I'm not
down.
shutting it down. I'm thanking them for listening to the podcast because
Yeah.
what are we doing?
We're
right
getting
now?
censored.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone watches them all the way through. Maybe.
That's cool.
It's fine. If
But
they're going to hear their
Also,
topic.
the
If you
mailbag
do,
thing, like you
you're a
can
real
use the
one.
Instagram DMs and literally like send us a question. Like if you want to know what Daniel's favorite color is, send it and he'll answer it. Like that's what we're looking for.
Turquoise.
There you go.
Oh, I know what we want to talk about.
Or
Okay,
purple.
So
Purple's cool.
our youth we talked about. Well, you said that. Our old youth pastor JD said, "Hey guys, come over to my house, and we're gonna have dinner." And we hang out, but like we hadn't seen a lot of them in a while.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be cool, and it was really cool. And there was this big group message, and this other friend that we have, sent this TikTok, and it said accidentally to this group message. She meant to send it to, was it the group message that the
Yeah, I think
we
it was
were
all
in?
of us.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a group message with these girls from our youth group. We've had it for like forever, and we still talk in it, even though we don't hang out. And she meant to send it there, but she sent it to the big group message with our old youth pastor and his wife and some youth leaders.
And
And
some,
it-
like, yeah.
Yeah, and her mom was in it, and
It was a girl trying to get her mom.
it was a
to say
TikTok.
something.
No, it was her friend. It was a TikTok of a girl trying to get her friend to say Mike, who, cheese, Harry, very fast.
Say that 5 times fast.
So
No,
just
you.
the joke is, it sounds like my coochie's hairy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really funny video, and I laughed really hard. But I laughed hard because she sent it to her youth pastor, and that's the best thing that's ever happened.
Okay, well, I've got a question. So
What?
keep that in mind. Another time something like this happened, me and John
Uh,
were in a group message with just JD. It was the 3 of us. And
Our youth pastor.
we're playing the game we were talking about earlier, and so we're all on mics, so like we can talk to each other without using our phones. So we had been texting JD about something earlier that day, and so now we're playing the video game and we're all talking, and we were talking about like ligers and zonkies and stuff and like animal mixes, and
No,
then
dude.
Daniel made a joke.
Have you not heard this?
No. This
No. It started out like that, and then Daniel made a joke like, "Yeah, man, the new
I don't remember the Ligers thing, but
Overwatch character is called Giraffe Man or something." It's like a mix of a donkey and a giraffe or something. And then John Michael was like, "No, you're lying." Dan was like, "No, man, look it up."
He believed it.
And so John Michael types this into Google Images, and the first thing that comes up is a giraffe having sex with a donkey. And John Michael screenshots it to send it to us, and he accidentally sends it in the group message with me and our youth pastor. And so he's like, "Did y'all see the picture I just sent?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, that was funny." And then Daniel and Josh were like, "No." And I looked down at my phone.
Adam knew exactly.
I looked down at my phone and I went, "Oh no!" And I went, "John?" He was like,
that was the hardest I've
Yeah.
ever heard Adam laugh.
and I was like, "We have a problem." And then John Michael knew exactly what it was.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, "Oh no." And I was just lost it. And because then JD responded with like, "Okay then." I still have the screenshot. I might put that
Yeah,
on
sure.
Instagram.
Anyway, yeah, but the best part.
Then John Michael lies and says, "My friend stole my phone."
the classic.
Which one is worse? Which
Yeah,
one's
no
worse
shit.
is what I was getting at. Which one's worse?
John's.
John's definitely, because then John said his friend stole his phone and sent it. Which,
JD told him
which we
yesterday.
all know that's
he
not
was
true.
he was like, "You know, me and Lori aren't naive, right? Like we knew that you sent that." Like he said that to John's face.
I like how he told Lori about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then our friend who sent it, her mom was in the group message, and she goes, "Thanks for sharing."
And then so we're playing fishbowl, and one
Oh,
of the cards was that, and JD of all people got it. And so he was going to try and break it down word at a time. And so he was going for Mike first, and he goes, be like. And then everybody goes, Jesus. And I go, Mike. I was the only person. Everybody's like, be like Jesus. And I was like, be like Michael Jordan. It was really, JD thought it was really funny.
Because he meant to.
Because that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But like that's exactly what we thought the exact same thing, and everybody else was like, "Oh, it's JD, so it's Jesus."
And then he tried to get us to say who. Or no, he tried to get us to say how, right, or something.
He was like, "Where, when, how?"
Oh yeah.
And me and you were like,
And then I got up and screamed, "My coochie's hairy!" and then everyone laughed. It was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then the best part was JD's children repeatedly saying, "These people are crazy."
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
one of his kids literally came over to JD's wife, and she was like, "These people are crazy."
It's only crazy when if it was like just the people on this podcast, it would be so chill. It's only like that.
it gets, but like we get into it
You
too.
ever seen
you
us
know?
on Rainbow? It's not chill.
That's a very specific environment, though. We're pretty chill.
Should we always have these at night? 'Cause I'm really tired.
I mean, if you want. I'm surprised you're tired. You took like a freaking 3-hour nap today.
You said it was 20 and 30.
It was like 20 and 20 and 30.
It's not 3 hours.
I was exaggerating. It might as well have been 3 hours.
So I got 2 hours and an hour and 15 minutes of sleep. And you got 2 hours of sleep.
I got 2 hours of sleep and then like forced myself to stay awake while I was driving.
I told you I'd drive.
Yeah, but then it was like we were already like 30 minutes away, and I was like, nah, I'm going to finish it. I can do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
All right, and on
It's,
that
it's,
note,
No. Okay, that was from a video we watched today. It was a comedian impersonating Michael Caine. Just
he's saying that he's in every single movie, and his agent comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Michael, do you want to be in this? I'll do it.
I'll do it.
What don't you want to know? I'll do it."
all right, guys, thanks for listening. This has been a rough episode. I'm
Yeah.
sure you won't want to listen past the maybe the 30-minute mark.
We'll
But
have
if
time
you do, if you just love us so
I
much,
feel like there's a lot we need to cut out.
you're a real one.
No, we don't cut because we're
real.
this is a real. If you want,
Send us
Fake?
questions.
go watch TV, dude.
Feel free to unsubscribe.
What's your
Hey,
favorite movie you've seen in the past
You're
year?
gonna
Send
get-
us your favorite movie you've seen in the past year. We want to know. And send us questions. so
Do
can
we
answer.
really want?
I want to know.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cut that out because that's gonna kill everyone. What just happened?
It's not just us.
What?
We have people listening.
Right.
Well,
it's not gonna
maybe.
Be as loud.
Well,
no.
Not anymore. They're not.
well, now they're all deaf. Don't do it again.
Oh, dude.
Are we signing off here?
I thought of something about the video game thing.
Just
I
say
got our first ever squad Fortnite win. Just saying. I'm done.
Adam's the best Fortnite player in the group. There you go. There, and that's all. There you have it.
All right, Adam's the best Fortnite player. Good
Thank
night,
you,
everybody.
All right.
guys.
Bye, guys.